So today, let's talk about the disadvantage of pair plot. In the last session, day 5, we have discussed the pair plots. We have plotted the pair plots and we have built a model with the help of pair plots. That was a very simple model. Now let's look at the disadvantages of pair plots. So while pair plot is a very simple tool which we use to build a very simple model. It is used to use a very simple model. We use pair plot to build a very simple model. Fine. But it has one major limitations. If you think about it, this pair plot has one major limitation. For example, let's say here we had a 4-dimensional data. Here we had a 4-dimensional data. Then it was fine. So we have sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. We have sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. So we have a 4-dimensional data. Here our dimensionality of the data is 4 because we have 4 dimensions: sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width as the 4 features. Imagine what if we had 10 features? We have 10 features like this. So when we are having a 4 features, what we were doing? We were doing 4C2, which was giving us 6. Now, if we had, let's say, 10 features, so this was basically a 6 plot. Finally, we were calculating, we were seeing these 6 plots. If let's say we have 10 features, then what we need to do? We need to calculate 10C2, which will come out to be like 100. So the moment you have 10 features, we have 100 pair plots. What if we had, let's say, instead of this 10 features, what if we had 100 features? 100 features. What if the dimension is, then in that case, the dimension will be 100C2. So, which is, if we had so much dimension, so we have many plots for us to go through and understand. So pair plots are fairly easy to understand when the dimensionality of the data is small. For example, when the dimension is, let's say, 2, dimension is 4, 5, up to, let's say, 6. Up to 6-dimensional data, pair plot is pretty decent. And when we can use the pair plots to do our job, because we can quickly go through these plots to understand what's happening. But as soon as you have that data set with 10 or even 100 or thousands, in some case even 10,000 dimensions, in some case even we have data of 10,000 dimensions. In those situations, we learn with something. These pair plot do not help us much in that situations. We cannot able to do the pair plot in such situations. So in those situations, we learn with some very interesting techniques. When we learn, for that, what we have to do? We have to learn, and we are going to learn linear algebra. We learn technique like principal component analysis, and technique like Tsne. These are the techniques we will learn. So when we learn this linear algebra, dimensionality, we learn some dimensionality reduction technique, which is the principal component analysis and Tsne. So which help us to visualize data which is having the dimension like 10 or even 20 or even 100. We will see a case where we have, let's say, 700 plus dimensions data, which we will visualize using Disney and principal components. So now in the next session, we are going to learn histogram, probability density function, and cumulative density function. See you in the next session. Till then, take care, keep smiling, keep learning. Bye.